channel. Everything should be working. So we are doing kind of prepping for summer of Nix. Yeah, I'm not actually, I was actually rethinking to rename the channel or something because I'm using too much, NixOS. So I don't want people, I don't want it to be like clickbaity. I don't want. I'm not sure actually. Maybe I'll check with someone who comes in chat. Like NixOS Discovery, Summer of Nix Prep. Maybe people will think that I'm actually doing something for NixOS Foundation, which I'm not. So I don't know. This is kind of creeping up this thought. So anyway, last time I tried to package Openfire. Today is May 9th. Okay, as you can see, May 9th. So, wait a second. May 12th. May 12th is what? That's Monday. So we have a May. So we have like 3 days. And I've been writing my application. Let's open up it here actually. CD code song. So this is the application. Programming beginner, intermediate, 6 years daily NixOS, creating one local package, streamed, working through all NixDev tutorials. Yeah, I wouldn't actually call this intermediate. Beginner, intermediate, maybe. Maybe beginner, intermediate, 6 years daily NixOS, created one local package, streamed, working through all NixDev tutorials. Yeah, Haskell, beginner, intermediate. Beginner, intermediate. Lambda calculus series, small example. Small example apps. Yeah, it's just going through a bunch of tutorials. Yeah, basically going through a lot of tutorials. I'm basically going through a lot of tutorials, learning FB concepts and such. Yeah, one of the things that I was, it's kind of, because the deadline is soon, I'm almost worried kind of, what if they pick me, Will that be a too much cognitive load because I have, stuff at work? And, my working place is, a bit, how do I call it? The working atmosphere, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to go into that, but let's just say I have enough on my plate. So I've kind of was worried even, what if they pick me, and yeah, I guess that's normal, I could apply, of course, and have the interview and then say maybe it's too much, I think that's much better than give up. I almost thought not to send the application. Bash intermediate, 16 years Linux. 16 years Linux. I guess I should write here hobbyist. Hobbyist for many years. just hobbyist. Just hobbyist for many years, never worked in IT. Never worked in IT. Nix beginner intermediate, 6 years, daily NixOS. Haskell beginner intermediate, lambda calculus series. Basically going through a lot of tutorials, learning FB concepts and such. Bash intermediate, 16 years. Linux scripts, written, debugged with ChatGPT. Git proficient. Yeah, I wouldn't write proficient. Maybe intermediate. Fork branch workflow, 5 merge PRs to Nix. I use LLMs extensively to filter my thinking process and learn. I'm good with prompting, good with CLI tools. Fast typing. Yeah. Just a moment. Need a moment. Yeah, maybe that's actually silly to write. I'm good with prompting. Good with CLI tools. Fast typing. Yeah, I use LLMs extensively to filter my thinking process and learn. Fast typing. Why would I write that even? I don't know. My contributions to the Nix ecosystem. Programming languages. Okay. My contributions. Well, are these links actually? No, they're not. Can you make this linkable actually? Yeah. Okay, let's just use, first of all, I'm gonna go now and check Openfire, but let's open up, oh my gosh, I'm gonna open up a new chat. Can you make this clickable? Can you make this clickable? Yeah, okay. No, I need a markdown. Look, this looks great, but I need to, you know, copy it out from here. So make it like, can I just copy paste this? Will links be preserved? Because I have to copy this into a markdown file. Yeah. Okay, these are the links. Yeah, maybe I should use this. I'm not sure actually. Wait, let's make it like this, little smaller. My contributions. Maybe this is enough actually. I don't have to write them links. No? Let's see. You see this? Like this. Yeah. Maybe like this. Yeah. Would definitely need to, upgrade my Helix or NeoVim. I'm still kind of switching back and forth between these two. So that's one more thing, but that's kind of not so stressful. Host the All Realms of Life YouTube channel. Okay. Like this. Maybe this is better. Yeah, than this. Yeah, I don't even know how to. I should select. How do you select? Yeah, I think V and then. No. Like this? No. Yeah, like this. V. Okay, like this, with a V. So we are making the application also. Projects like to work on contributing to documentation, develop more education materials on Nix, improving developer user UX, NixOS and the modules system. Currently going through packaging one of the NGI projects. One of the NGI projects, Openfire. Going through and packaging one of the NGI projects, Openfire. And streaming it. What do I expect to gain? I'm looking forward working with a mentor. So far interacting with proficient Nix users has been very inspiring. I'm not working in IT. I'm working as a classical guitar teacher and have studied at the music, and so I'm a very much self-learner with the tendency. It's too long. Also, can you shorten this a bit? So I always use ChatGPT to filter stuff, but I always give it way more text than it gives me back. So I think that's important. I'm excited to work with a mentor. I have already been inspired by experienced Nix users. So I teach classical guitar by trade. I'm a learner who loves diving down rabbit holes. Summer of Nix will help me deepen my skills, contribute to Nix packages, and move towards career. In IT, I've been a Linux enthusiast since 2009, discovered, well, way before that, discovered Nix in 2018, and I'm passionate about applying functional programming in real-world package management. Yeah, but I'm also learning and I'm not, how to say, and when I say career, well, it would be nice if it was Nix. That's what's basically interesting to me for now. Time zone availability. I'm learning Nix and excited to work with a mentor. Interacting experience is hugely inspiring. Excited to work with a mentor. I've already been inspired by experienced Nix users. Do I teach classical guitar? I'm a self-learner who loves diving down rabbit holes. Summer of Nix will help me deepen my skills, contribute to Nix. Just actually make it shorter. Actually make it shorter. Yeah, I shouldn't. Well, I should, yeah. So I'm kind of still editing the application. And here also, I was, last time I was trying to package Openfire. But now I want to maybe use ChatGPT to check out what other programs, because I have to see, because it uses Maven. So I'm gonna look also at the source directory for and how other programs are packaged. Self-directed learning. And I have used Nix since 2018. I'm eager to mentor to deepen my skills, contribute to Nix packages, and build a Nix focus career. Maybe build a Nix focus career through Summer of Nix. This is not bad, actually. This is way less than this. So maybe let's paste this in here. I teach classical guitar. I've used this since 2018. I'm eager for a mentor to deepen my skills, contribute to Nix packages, and maybe build a Nix focus career through Summer of Nix. I teach classical guitar, but thrive on self-directed, but like to learn, but have been but I teach classical guitar, but I have been a Linux hobbyist since many years, since 2009, 2008 actually. Since 2008. Well, nah, that's not true actually. That's since 1990. Oh my god. Oh my god. 1990 what? 7 when I first saw the Linux cover. Yeah, well, let's say like Linux hobbyist since then I've used a Linux hobbyist for many years and have used Nix since 2018. I'm eager for a mentor to deepen my skills, contribute to Nix packages, and maybe build a Nix focus career through summer of Nix. Maybe. And maybe, who knows, and who knows, maybe, who knows, build a, and maybe, who knows, maybe build a Nix focus career through summer of Nix. And maybe eventually I feel like a beginner intermediate. Okay. I give it another try after further improving my skills each year. I'm a bit better, so I'm happy with that. Each year I'm a bit better, so I'm happy with that. And I like the application process. Okay. Maybe like that. So what about Openfire? So yeah, so gather upstream data. We already wrote something, and packages, applications, Openfire like this. Standard rec. Maybe we don't. Yeah, there are a lot of these things you learn actually while packaging. Well, what do I do now? We tried to build it. What happened? We tried to build it, but it didn't work. No, it worked actually, but the settings were something. Yeah, there's too many. Lib standard environment, fetch URL, GRE, headless, make wrapper. Yeah. Look, I would need to find some kind of application that is similar to Openfire and that has been packaged for Nix packages. What do you think? Which kind of a program or application would be similar to Openfire? Similar in the sense that it's built with Maven and Java and such. So I need to find something that is built with that so that I can look at the default.nix and study it. Because, yeah. Also, we should be checking contributing MD for Nix packages. Let's check out this thing. I'm not sure how general this is, or actually how, this document is for people who wanted to contribute to the implementation of Nix packages. This involves interacting with implementation changes. Okay, we have all of this. Packages, docs, NixOS. How to create pull requests. Fork, clone, configure. Right. Rebasing. Right. Get, fetch, upstream. But this is just how to avoid having to download and build potentially many derivations. Once you have appropriate commit, make the desired changes, test the changes, commit the changes. Well, this is just when you write your thing, your package, how to contribute it. Yeah, this is not going to be helpful. when doing a review. How to merge pull request yourself. Interesting. Flow of merged pull request. There's so much to learn. This is huge. Look at this. Oh, nice. Master, staging, staging next. Look at this. I mean, how do you learn all this? I guess you have to really work. I mean, that's kind of the goal, to work with NixOS. When you're alone with Nix, when you're kind of learning this and that, it can be hard because it's almost like you don't have a learning plan. So you kind of learn bits and pieces and you go into details, but it's like a whole world, this Nix thing. Changes, but we need to find something about Java, because as I said, I'm not so familiar with packaging. It's kind of Nix is very interesting, and you study Nix and you study this and that and the language, but you never really package stuff. So now I'm practical, committer's perspective, how to help committers assess your PR. These are advices. No. Reduce cycles. No. Committers work on push bases. No. Maybe let's check out. Let's see what ChatGPT wrote. Nothing. Oh, I didn't write. Best viewers. Okay. So I've checked here if there are similar programs such as Openfire, so packaged Java programs. So let's see, we just want to find some default.nix and see how it's been done. Let's check on the Discord. I also want to cover this 2505 edition. That'd be nice to cover it, but maybe after the application unread. And this is also an interesting thread, pinning NixOS with npins. That was one of my kind of goals, to show how you pin, like not use channels. That'd be nice. Okay, it's still thinking. Maybe there's some Java stuff. Let's look for Java. Setting up Java. A Java game. Help to package a unfree Java app. Installing non-free Java application. More. What is this? Auto-detecting. So there's so much information actually on discourse. A lot of information. It's gonna grow huge. It'd be nice if they, would you want to have, NixOS already populates Java home and adds Java to the path, which is a great start. You see, I don't know what this means. However, some applications will discover not just the current Java, but all installed available. Let's see. Here are a few real-world Java Maven projects already in Nix packages whose default Nix you can study end-to-end. Okay. Key Cloak, Identity and Access Management Server. This is nice. Packages, servers, Key Cloak. Okay, let's look at this. So let's open up. Can I do it like this? packages, servers, keycloak, like this. Yeah, not sure if this is still running. So I'm in Nix packages source directory and I want to explore it with Helix, but I don't want to just, I just want to like explore it with kind of a fuzzy fuzz rip grab kind of a solution. But Helix has this space/search, but it's taking very long time. Yeah. This is not really working. Yeah, I need to look. I think is R3 like this, rgrep. Space F, access the file picker. Space F. Like this. Okay. Oh, nice. So packages, servers. No, it's not like that. Servers. What did we say? Okay, like this. Keycloak. Servers keycloak. We don't have it. Wait a second. Where is it? Keycloak. NixOS test keycloak. Sim Python keycloak. Maven, look at this. Maven, build Maven package. Lib fetch from GitHub Maven. Maven, build Maven package. Pname, version source. Maven hash, install phase. Meta. Yeah, this is simple. Graylog. Jenkins. Yeah, I'm not sure how to approach this. How do you package a Java application? Openfire. Maybe let's check again. Openfire app. Openfire server. Documentation, Java docs, README license, changelog, installation guide. Let's look at the installation guide. Powerful instant messaging, chat server. Do not contain a bundled Java runtime, therefore you must have a JDK GRE installed. Requires Java 8, starting with 404. Also reports Openfire 4.8 and later requires Java 11. To complete the installation of Openfire, you'll need to perform each of the following steps. So choose one of the provided installers. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, what's the convention in Nix packages when there is a note in Openfire docs which says, does that mean I have to add the installation of Java? No? Or like, if Java is not available on the system to install it, is that supposed to be declared in the package? Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Okay, Linux. So choose one of the provided installers. RPM, Deb, or tar. Okay. It's an installer. If using RPM, run it using your package manager to install Openfire. If you're using tar, instruct the archive to opt or user bin. Okay. Build inputs for runtime dependencies like JDK. In Nix packages, you must explicitly, yeah, that's what I thought, declare all of packages dependencies, both build time and runtime, right in the derivation. You don't rely. Dobro jutro. Hey, long time no see. How are you? Olas. Olas. Whatever Java is on the system, instead you'll pull in exactly the JDK or JRE you need to build it. Okay, build time. Yeah, that's a build time, runtime. No, the Java is the runtime dependency, actually. Only during the build, Maven and Ant. So what's up? How are you doing? What are you doing? Like, oh, okay, I was here sometime in lurking. I was here sometime in lurk. Well, good lurk to you. Build inputs. Things you package. So I'm kind of trying to apply, I think I'm going to do the application for Summer of Nix. So I'm packaging Openfire, at least trying to package it. I'm not so familiar with packaging. Busy days, me too, yeah. Busy days, me too, but I'm doing okay. It's a bit a lot, you know, because when I don't even work this as a job. So it's I'm kind of, you know, yeah, I'm not sure what to say. I also finished a bot in async Rust. That's so great. Everybody's doing so much. I'm just learning. I also in async Rust. Nice. What does the bot do? Hi, Debster. Nix will automatically add any store paths from build inputs, Java Nix packages. Yeah, in Java-based so you native build inputs, Maven build inputs, JDK. Chat interaction, TTS. So what do we, that's the application. Packages. So what do I have? I have a standard derivation. What do I have? Native build inputs, install phase. I have a make wrapper. If using, extract the archive. Install phase. The files in your distribution should be as follows. Openfire distribution directory layout. Openfire can store its data in an embedded database. If you like to use an external database, you must prepare it before proceeding with installation. View the database setup. Yeah, I guess with this, if you would like to use an external database, that should be an option. A web-based wizard-driven setup and configuration tool is built into Openfire. Simply launch Openfire and use a web browser. If you're on the same machine as Openfire, you can still call yourself a dev even if you don't do it as a career, Dapster says. Professional dev. Oh, yeah, anyway. Native build inputs. Let's see, actually. IC box, here's my bot. Nice. Simple text to speech bot for Twitch chat. Oh, text to speech. Can read chat and convert them to the voice. Nice. Oh, wow. I'm gonna check this out. External, git clone, cargo. Look at this. Oh. Derive. I see. Nice. Wait, I have to. Yeah, not sure how I will go on with this. Native build inputs. Let's look at Java. Your default choice should probably be to install JDK. No, this is about Java. And base Java packages are typically built from source as follows. So now I'm looking for maybe an example with Maven. Yeah, this is not really finding anything. Maven. Maven is a well-known build tool for the Java ecosystem. Okay, building a package using Maven. Consider the following package. Lib fetch from GitHub. Make wrapper Maven. Maven build package rack. So maybe I have to do this, Maven build Maven package. Maven build Maven package. Source, pname. Native build inputs, make wrapper, install phase. Make dir install. So this package calls Maven build Maven package to do its work. Primary difference from standard environment MK derivation is the nvn hash variable, which is a hash of all of the Maven dependencies. Oh, it's this little thing here, Maven hash. Maven hash. Yeah. I'm writing a Nix package, yes. Openfire. As well, it's kind of a random package, but I'm trying. I think I'm going to apply for Summer of Nix. And in the Summer of Nix, you kind of have to package things. So I thought, you know, as my application, to add a bit of, you know, trying out to package something. So follow the application, 200 links, 200 times clicked. And basically, let's see if someone did already something. Go on the tracker and Openfire. I just picked the first thing, but it's a Java thing, and I don't, you know, so now I have to just learn. Okay. So and someone is also supposed to do this. This is also one of the goals. Someone did this, opened 3 days ago, so I guess you have to explore from the website of Openfire. You write, where is it? Where is it now? Page, website, source, repository, Java, Maven. What's this Nix development environment? Libs, packages, sources, metadata, NixOS modules, and modules also. Yeah. So this package is going to contain, because it's a server, so I guess there'll be also some modules to write. But I don't have much experience doing this, so I'm kind of trying to write a package. Yeah. Build from source. These are the docs. They're plugins also. Oh, so this is kind of maybe like an interesting package because it has plugins, modules, user status plugin, user service. Yeah, I'm not sure how would I add plugins. I saw this in Nix packages, like there are options you can declare, but I would have to. Let's see what ChatGPT did, kind of. Standard feature, I'll make wrapper GRE 11. So now he adds here GRE 11. I don't have that. GRE headless. I see. GRE 11. Let's do GRE 11. Well, unused binding. Is using standard environment MK derivation. Openfire source fetch URL. Yeah, URL. You'll need to fill in the correct hash. Yeah. We have a, I'm not sure about this build phase. There are native build inputs, make wrapper, build inputs GRE. Build inputs GRE. Yeah. Native build inputs make wrapper. And build phase true. And build inputs. So a lot of the things I'm basically not sure. Because yeah, we just unpack the tarball, install its contents. Install phase. That should be an install phase, or not? Oh, we should unpack the tarball. And then the wrapper script. Yeah, I don't understand this. It's too much for me. It's not too much because I don't understand it. There's both are very good languages. Like, how would I package this? Because there's so many ways. Create a wrapper script so the first thing what Openfire does, installation, the first thing is this. Choose the right builder. Yeah, Openfire uses Maven, a fat jar, and several plugins. Oh, it already, in Nix packages, you typically use build Maven package. So why are you not using build Maven package? Why are you not using build Maven package? And so first things first, we got to do this and then set up distribution directory layout. Java runtime lib libraries. The key thing is that the Linux tarball installer is pre-built. That's true, ready to run distribution. You're just unpacking and wrapping a binary. Build Maven package is meant for projects where you fetch the source, run Maven package, okay, inside Nix build phase, and then install the resulting jar. Since the tarball already contains the compiled server and plugins, there's no need to invoke Maven at all. This should be simple actually. Pull in the binary via fetch URL, unpack it, and wrap the launcher to point at your GRE. You know what's confusing? This idea of unpacking it and tricking it into having all of these directories, and matches exactly what the installation guide describes. This kind of a scheme from source. No, I don't want to build it from source, but to install the pre-built binary. But when I built it, it didn't work. Yeah, it's almost seems like magic, a bit. So because this thing worked, but now I changed it a bit. Maybe we can, you see this install phase. Out, opt, Openfire, copy to out, opt, Openfire. And there is inside a script. Yeah. So standard MK derivation rec. We should use final address. I forgot the way how you write it. Pname, Openfire, version, source. Source. Fetch URL. Okay. We only need make wrapper at build time and GRE. Okay. Native build inputs make wrapper. What is the build phase? Let's block this for now. Comment it out. Native build inputs make wrapper. Yeah, build inputs GRE 11. And this unpacking thing. Install phase MKD or P out. Yeah, what's the difference between this? Strip components, wrap the launcher. Yeah, set Java home. Well, yeah, we'll change this because we use GRE headless. So maybe like this. And description. Okay, let's try to build this and see what fails. Oh, expose default config data for a potential pass-through. This was the problem, actually. Yeah, I didn't do this. Let's try this too. This was the problem. I think that's why it didn't work. So, meta with lib. I think I have to write my name here or something. Okay. Let's let Nix build Openfire. Are we ready? Lib. Did you mean JDK 11? GRE. JDK 11, GRE, or GRE 8. Maybe just GRE. Yeah, I think I'll not, yeah. It seems like it gets actually better later. Once you, yeah, I would have to get some experience packaging a Java application, a C++ application, a Python application, maybe see a couple of those, and then I'll have some idea, because now I'm basically, you know, running blind and trying things out, which is not so interesting. I mean, it is interesting, but JDK 11, okay. So, and would have to find, okay, maybe JDK 11. So where did I write? GRE, JDK 11, JDK, JDK 11. Let's try JDK 11. Build inputs. JRE. JDK 11 also here. JDK 11. Let's try it now, actually. And it's working. But even if I build this, it will be pretty random. Yeah. I guess I would need like to build, because so far I've only built like one package, which was a good experience. But yeah, you need to do at least 10 or 20. And then you can become somehow, you know, relaxed about it, because this is kind of almost stressful a bit. Video paused. Chill sci-fi. Maybe like. So let's do it again. And it's been built. Look at this stuff. Look at this. There should be a result. And how do I run it? Result, bin, Openfire. Let's try this. This works. Okay. Openfire. You're not sure how to run it now. Okay. We have some kind of package. But how do you run it? Openfire running. Openfire. Openfire start. Okay, Openfire start. Running it. I'm trying to find the, what's the, I should open up the browser somewhere. Like localhost 9090. Yeah, it's not working actually. Starting Openfire. Let's look at again at running it on Linux. Yeah. So when I run a result, whatever, bin Openfire, start, um, I get error 503 service on the HTTPS, what is it? Localhost 9090. If you could work for any company as a developer, which would you pick? Well, well, I guess, are you looking for names or like what kind of company? It'd be nice to work for a company that, you know, does something nice for the planet. And there's so many things you could help out, you know, with packaging stuff and everything. Well, I'm talking about Nix. Yeah, that'd be nice. That Openfire's Java Jetty process never really got off the ground, usually because it couldn't write out its configuration database or logs into the Nix store, or because it never saw a writable data directory at all. Running the raw out bin Openfire start and result is tricky because the Nix store is read-only, so Openfire's default logs embedded can be created or mutated. Apple, Roblox, or Amazon. Yeah, I don't know if you like looking for a name of the company. I wouldn't. I mean, I guess NixOS. It'd be nice to work for NixOS, but they're not a company. It's more like a foundation. But a company. I mean, Apple is kind of nice, but in a way, it's. I don't know. Now these days, I'm thinking more like, you know, that the company does something nice, or that they have a green, like, you know, vision and such, and they are really. So that would be my take on it, I guess. Roblox. Yeah, some kind of gaming company would be nice where you could program and develop educational stuff or such. What about Fortnite? The Nix store is read-only, so Openfire's default logs embedded can be created or mutated. No configuration exists. Yeah. But so we don't want to hack. If you want to play with a pre-built binary right now, you need to give Openfire real writable directories outside the store and point the script at them. So create real writable runtime DIRs. If you would like to, maybe someday you can work for OpenAI. You seem to like using AI to help you with things. And by working on ChatGPT or another AI model, you can be helping other people indirectly. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I did talk with a lot of people about this and at work, and they're like shocked, you know, how you can use ChatGPT, even for small things, like to make voice notes. Like in the class, I do, you know, voice notes. I would have to remember what I did in the class and then write that out. And that's always painful. So now during the class, I take ChatGPT and just make little voice notes. And we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then at the end of the day, it outputs a short summary of what we did in the class. Very brief. And it's great. And then I just copy paste that thing into the, what do you call it? Place where you, it's kind of silly, but it saves time. I like to use it, yeah. If you would like to install Openfire as a service, yeah, I'm kind of stuck with this. Maybe I should try to package something else and use this time, because I don't have much time. I've thought I will be able to package something. Maybe I could try to package another program that it's not so complex. And continue investigating this. And also there's difference, yeah, developing AI models. That's kind of nice, but it's also nice to help people how to use them. Yeah, I don't know, there's some kind of difference there. I'm kind of stuck with this, not sure what to do. Maybe I should do a PR and continue. Should I do a PR? Openfire wrapped. Usage. Look at this. Start. So stop. Let's try stop. If you want to run it in the foreground, status. Openfire is stopped. Start. Status. Openfire is running. If you want to run it in the foreground so you can see logs, set up writable DIRs. Launch in the current shell streaming. Yeah, I don't know if this works actually. Do I? Really? I don't think this works. I'm just doing this random thing. mkdir. I don't think this works. Yeah. I'm just doing, yeah. You still must have writable data log directories by placing them under varlib openfire and varlib openfire. Okay, without that, Openfire will spin up, immediately fail to write its DB or logs, and you'll get 503. At any point, you can ask to see whether the wrapper thinks it's running. Yeah, but it's... I'm still getting 503. Hmm. So where is this kind of selection criteria? This build, other, artifacts, plugins, services, Openfire, services. This is the module. Oh, someone wrote this. Let CFG config services Openfire service in, okay, options, services, Openfire server, enable Openfire XMPP. When enabled, the state directory will be automatically updated. But what do I do with this module? This is kind of copy the unpacked distro to a temp folder. Really? Well, we could try this. Off test, result. Okay, we copy the result to off test because it's a writable folder. Maybe that's the maybe that's bin Openfire run. Yeah, the home directory has not been configured, which will prevent the application from working correctly. Yeah, there's some problems with the Java setup. I have no idea. I have no clue how to fix this. Yeah, I think I should just quit this and try to package something else. In the meantime, looking at actually, how do you say? No, I don't think this even works now. Where is it? The error. Yeah. Well, okay. I'll just open up this thing and oh, I forgot. How do I copy? What am I doing? Yeah, I'm kind of lost a bit. Okay, I'll yeah, kind of yeah, I forgot using the Helix editor. How do I, copy out the entire file? Very silly. with select, I think, with V, right? With V select, like this. V, G, yanks the copies. Yank, like this, maybe copy. Openfire. Yeah, I've built a package. Well, okay, I'm not sure. Maybe I wanna stop for now packaging Openfire, and maybe at the issue page of NGI projects, I will paste the default.nix and maybe describe in short where I'm stuck. Maybe try to write that, and I'll give you, just describe it, and I'll paste in the source file. Just make a comment. So I think I'm gonna stop with this. It's interesting, but maybe it's wrong. I kind of want to package one more thing. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna try another program and maybe have 2 or 3 until Monday. I don't know if I'll have time until Monday. Well, I tried, you know, that's not bad. I've started packaging the pre-built Openfire tarball under packages. This derivation fetches the original, unpacks into out, and wraps bin on prime JDK, so the launcher always picks the correct build succeeded, but when I run, console returns a file 3. Looks like Openfire can write its embedded database config or logs into the read-only Nix store, so JD never really starts up. Not sure how to best. That's too long. Hey, that's too long. Just keep it shorter. That's way too long. Yeah. Then we're going to look at some other project. I've added a duration, wrap spin over, but so not sure if I should make actually a PR. So I'm going to paste this here. Where is it? Okay. My default.nix. Oh, this is wrong. Okay. Let's do it again. Really like this? Yank? Copy? I don't know. Will this work? No, it's not gonna work. This is, it won't paste it. Maybe I don't have a clipper or something. So now I'm gonna use a very stupid trick like this. No, this is horrible. Yes, this is horrible. Terrible. Look at this, it's gone. Ghosty is fast. Well, I don't know how to copy paste from Helix into GitHub. Just remove the number lines for me. horrible. Now ChatGPT will remove the lines. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Where is it? Like this? Preview. Any tips on my default.nix? Not sure if I should. Yeah, I actually want to write. Not sure if I should. Hi, not sure if I should do this in a PR. Not sure if I should do this in a PR. Not sure if I do this in a PR already. Not sure if I should do this in a PR. I should. How do I write that? You see, I want to write as a first sentence, like, I'm not sure if I should do this in a PR, in the sense that should I continue commenting and about this in a PR and not here in the tracker where code review is. Yeah. Where is it? Here, I'm not sure whether I should continue this discussion here in the issue tracker or open a PR for proper code review. Yeah. Basically that. That's good. Not sure. I've added a derivation. Any tips on maybe my default.nix. So now let's check out the preview. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll just comment this. Okay. Okay. So let's look at another project. Openfire. Irogram. What is this? Irogram lib. Cryptographic library. OpenColone. Cryptographic library that implements the ED digital signature algorithm and related elliptic curve cryptography based on curve. Lightweight, standalone alternative or complement to larger crypto libraries like libsodium and OpenSSL. Any protocol requiring fast and safe public key crypto. Pages, source repository, core C library. So this is C, source repository. Okay. Well, let's open up my tree style tab. Okay. Okay, this is a small cryptographic library for signatures. Fast and small CMake. Okay, let's try this. Something smaller, yeah. Python wrapper. Oh, build tools, standard Python build tools. Documentation, artifacts. Yeah, there's a lot of things here in packaging. I mean, if you don't have much experience, I guess. But I did package one program and that was kind of simplish, but these guys are kind of... Okay, let's try another program. New one, okay. Okay, let's try to package another program. So written in C. And we're going to use now Nix in it. We're going to use Nix in it to Nix in it. Enter URL. Okay, let's enter URL. Source repository, this, master. Okay. That's the same thing. So let's try like this. Invalid domain character. Pflay. Tree master. HTTPS. Invalid domain character. Releases, packages. Maybe I have to build it from source or what? I don't get it. Navigate to this. Maybe like try like this. Okay, enter tag or revision. Defaults to. Which revision is that? Okay. Unstable. 2023-11-14. License, readme. Okay, let's try this. Pname libdDSA. How should this package be built? Standard environment MK derivation. Yeah, I guess. I think with C packages. Enter output path. Leave for empty for the current directory. Packages by name. libedsa. Package.nix. Enter output path. Wait, I'm not sure. When I run Nix in it, do I run it from the source? Ah, this is kind of... Wait, when I use Nix in it to generate a skeleton-like structure for, you know, a Nix package, do I do it in a separate local directory, or can I do it like already in the Nix packages source directory? Not sure. Let's check out Nix init. So the Nix init is this kind of nifty little program that I use to generate a skeleton. Dependency inference. License detection. The latest usage. Supported builders. Yeah. Enter output path. I don't because it asked me. Skip the scaffolding and author the default.nix directly where you want it. Okay, I'll leave it as empty for the current. Maybe like this. Overwrite default.nix. No. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do this in source directory. Huh? Okay, maybe I'll do it here. Nix init. Like this, 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 default.nix. Okay, look at this. So we have a lib standard environment fetch from GitHub, CMake. Nice, CMake, meta. No. So let's try to build it already, actually. Oh yeah, I would have to. Now when I have a default.nix, how do I build it? With the Nix build, but I have to do it from the Nix packages source directory. Yeah, what do I do now? Now I have a default.nix example package that was generated from Nix init. But now I'm not in the Nix packages source directory. So if I want to Nix build it, do I have to be in the Nix packages source directory and already add the default.nix to its appropriate directory in, let's say, packages, applications, and such? Or can I test it and build it within my local directory, so not in the Nix packages source directory? Oh. Oh wait, I have to. Yeah, I forgot. So you can absolutely build it in your own directory. But I think I have to. call package. Right, I have to import Nix packages. That's why I'm Nix build with import Nix packages under the hood. Yeah, I don't think this will work, right? I mean, can I just Nix build it? No. Right, no. Yeah, lib. So there are a lot of let's go to Nix dev actually. There is a tutorial on building a package that I already did, but yeah. C++, yeah. Standard. Let's just, actually it's a default.nix, so I can just do Nix build. Okay, lib is the problem. Why do I have lib? Because I have it here. Lib. Why is this a problem? Yeah, these messages are really not helpful. So, who knows? Nix build should for the directory containing your default.nix run nix build e with import nix packages call package. Yeah, it doesn't. Or like this. Yeah, okay, let's try like this. Okay, it works. Yeah, it works, but I feel install the project. Look at this, it works. How do I test it? Usage examples. Make sure to test the compiled library. Download, install, test. To run the full test suite after compiling and installing, run full test. Do I have a result here? Yeah, I have. Include lib full test. Yeah, I'm not sure how to run this actually. How gonna run this. What do I have when I look at three files? So this is a library. I'm not sure how to test this. How do I test this? Yes, make Nix build a module. If requires a systemd service, create a NixOS module to manage this configuration. This will be nice. This module enables the lib255. Yeah, I'm totally not ready to, package things. This model enables service if the services enable option is set to true. Submit a pull request, follow up. Yeah, I don't know how do you test this package? Yeah, I guess this first you can test installing the package, or simple. Here's how to test it. Yeah, I'll have to read more, I guess. Packaging default.nix. Yes, this allows you to run nixbelay hello to realize the derivation. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of still on the fence. What's the expression? Not sure to apply or not. I don't know. Finding the file hash. Build result ben hello. Yeah, it's a program, but we cannot. I guess this is a library or something. We cannot really test it. Cryptographic library. Yeah. Maybe let's try a similar kind of. Maybe you could show me if you can find a similar kind of cryptographic library that is already packaged for Nix packages so that I can look at the default.nix. That'd be an idea. How long is this? 1 hour, 49 minutes. All right. Maybe I'll find another library. Okay, there are more libraries. Python 12. Python modules cryptography default.nix lib standard environment. Look at this. Build Python package rack. Okay, disabled. Source. Cargo depths. Post patch. Build system. Build inputs. Optionals. Dependencies, optional dependencies, native check-ins. PyTest disabled test paths, pass-throughs, meta. So I guess the module is basically, do they add it within the same directory? Let's look at vectors.nix. No. Where are the modules actually added? Yeah, I'll have to watch more of the videos, how they package stuff. I think I'm going to do that. I don't know what's the best use of my time. Yeah, I don't know what's the best use of my time. I have 3 more days. I haven't really packaged, except, got to, not really. Okay, I did a bit of Openfire. So my idea was maybe continue just to send the application and send them what I tried and where I stopped. And mention that I'm going to watch now more examples of packaging. Maybe that's a better use of my time than now really trying to, package something in one day. Because there's much to explore here, the conventions and such, and I'm not sure what's the best course. Should I just keep on trying like this and reading? Probably. But the deadline is in 3 days, so I'm okay, not sure. Quick wins today, tomorrow. Draft a minimal PR on the issue tracker. Include the default links you have, a brief note on where it breaks. A call for feedback. All right, I did this. This shows progress, gives reviewers something concrete. Might net you pointers. True, I did that. Study 2 or 3 existing Maven Java packages end-to-end. Keycloak, Greylog, Jenkins. In NixOS modules for writable dirs. Right, clone just those subdirectories and nixbuild A them in isolation. Okay, that's a good idea. Polish and iterate. Based on feedback and your learnings, refine your default.nix. Test locally. And if you get a working setup, add minimal docs tests. Update your PR with that test. Include any small phase override. That may prove you've made real headway in the tracker, even if it's not 100% done. Learn the conventions from real-world examples. Leave the last day for polish, testing, and review feedback. Does that plan feel doable? Well, it does feel doable, but I kind of already sent the default.nix to the issue tracker. I didn't do a PR. I asked if I should do a PR. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it with that. It's maybe not much, but maybe I'll try tomorrow or day after tomorrow and just watch the recordings. So when should I send the application? Should I wait until the last day, right? Not now. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop. I'm still not sure if I will apply. I think it's kind of silly, but afraid if they do pick me. You don't have to hold off until the very last minute. In fact, it's often better to get your first draft out there with a bit of room to iterate. Once you get the default.nix in the issue tracker, maybe a minimal run hack, Go ahead and open the PR or formal application. Use it to polish based feedback you receive. Tighten up your NixOS module. Yeah, right. Reviewers' eyes on it early instead of scrambling at the deadline. Yeah. I think that's about it, yeah. I have to go make lunch or something. What's the time? 1 hour and 56? Okay, that's okay. So wish you guys a nice day. Thanks and see ya. Have a nice day. Have a nice day and night. Day and night. Day and night. Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.